No, because you're being
Be self.
shut off.
Because
We're saying be open. Yes, we're saying be
open.
for yourself, but be open and understand that sometimes being for yourself is being for someone else.
You know how many times I've heard a
It's
girl
true.
say, and this is, I've spoken to a lot of women in my life, you feel me? And you know how many times I heard a girl say, yeah, my ex only cared about himself. Right? Right here. Beautiful, lovely women. Just put yourself first. But when a dude puts himself first, it really becomes a whole different thing. Like if I said I'm putting myself first, I'm only covering 50% of the bills.
Can I ask you a question?
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. Pardon me. 2 seconds. If I said, yo, I'm gonna put myself first, so I'm only gonna cover my half of the bills, so I can make sure that I'm set up in case this doesn't work, right? If I said I'm putting myself first, so I'm only gonna feed me or do what makes me happy, and then once I'm full, I could be the guy that you love.
No, because you're operating from lack and fear.
How am I operating from
Because
lack?
you're saying, what if she leaves, or like da 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 da? It's like, okay, in that moment, it's not it's about being present. Like in this moment right now, can you pay full and feel good about that? Then cool. If not, you have something going on, then it's a discussion with your partner, and then there's discernment, and then you decide. And if that's really someone that loves you, they'll understand that you're in a situation where you have to do this because that's what's best for you, which in turn is best for both of y'all because
That makes sense.
But why do I have to be?
So if you got a job in Seattle.
Wait, Aaron has a point.
I just want to clarify because I think that when women say, put me first, may not look like the same thing as when men say to put themselves first. So my question to you, Rico, is when men are saying that and you're encouraging men to do that, what does that look like?
This is how I take it, right? Like this is how I see it. And this is probably like a crazy example, but we're going there. When I hear a woman put herself first.
No. I want you to tell me what men.
But this is what I'm saying. When men here put themselves first, the first thing, not the first thing, but the only thing that I can think that can actually make it so you understand what we actually hear is, and this is just an example, it's my body, my decision. That's putting yourself first at all cost. So when I'm saying that's what we receive it as, so when you ask me what does it look like, it's like my assets, my resources, my decisions, regardless of you, regardless of how you feel, regardless, and it's not operating out of
maybe
lack.
that happened to you, and that's why you guys feel this way. That's the lens.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that's how we interpret it. Putting yourself first, like, because what I try to tell you, there's no boundaries. It can go from a 10 to a 1, which 1 to 5 might not be detrimental to anybody. But once you tell me that you're putting yourself first, I, as a man, have to prepare under the worst circumstances for me to trust that you're going to live up to the word of you putting yourself first, which is a whole different limelight. Now, maybe y'all not meaning it that way, but I'm telling you, when we hear that, that's what, well, I ain't gonna say all men, but when I and men like me hear that, that's what we interpret. That's how we digest it, and that's how we receive it. So when you're asking me how would I operate, I'm gonna operate as such from a 1 to a 10 on all levels. There's no boundaries on how I'm gonna put myself first.
But
that's a you problem.
Wait. But I'm literally asking.
Using the words.
I'm literally asking.
Why?
Because the words.
I'm literally asking if you're gonna tell a man put yourself first. What does it look like? Which has nothing to do with women, nothing to do with what women believe putting themselves first. What does that look like to a man? That's what I'm asking.
If I had to give you an example of what somebody putting themselves first is.
A man. Not somebody, a man, yeah.
A man. Those are the men that we talk about.
Well, because I'm asking a question and he didn't answer my question the first time. That's why I want to make sure.
No. It's okay. A man that I can say is putting himself first right now is the men that we talk about who shit on women because they got money now and they got denied before. That's a man putting himself first. That's what that looks like. We know what we're not everybody, but we know what I'm talking about. So Those are the men that are putting themselves first. They get money, they live their fancy life, they treat women like whatever because at the end of the day, they're putting themselves first. If they like her for her aesthetics and they just want to have a one-nighter with her or they want to have, you know, some type of longevity. Yeah, that's what a man looks like with putting himself first, in my opinion.
So the reason,
that's so like
wait, no,
driven men speaking,
No.
and when women say putting herself first, it is like a sense of healing. It is a sense of mental,
like
I'm
a
telling
wholeness. Like you're
But that's how a man heals. A man heals by
That's not
letting
how.
him-
oh, he got
Well,
money
he
now.
needs to read a book or
He
like
go shit on
a
somebody?
couple of
Oh,
books
shit on
and
her.
go to therapy. Like that's giving. I need therapy and I need self
But that's why
development
I'm
books.
saying, like, this is
Oh,
what, the
boy.
whole thing that I'm saying is
yeah,
that
and that's why I asked that question.
we have to
Very
understand
different.
Like
that.
shit on women. What are we
Shout out to
talking about?
Steve Harvey, because Steve Harvey's book said that men and women are wired differently. So when we're saying the same thing, but we're interpreting it in different ways, in different extremes. So that's why I said is like before, I gave you an example. If you said, hey, I got to make myself full, so then that way I could be fully present and giving for you, that is interpreted and received entirely different to a man than if you were to say, hey, I got to put myself first. Like, I'm telling you from a man's standpoint, not all men, but a man's standpoint, that is how we interpret that message. That's why we think that is bad advice.
So, okay, with that said, let me explain what, and y'all can correct me if I'm wrong, explain to you what women are generally thinking when they say we got to put ourselves first. So, let's say you wake up early every day, you go to work and you're in school and you are taking care of your children, and you have allowed yourself to fall off physically, you're mentally in a bad space, physically you're in a bad space, and it's just weighing on you. And it's because you're not sharing a burden that also belongs to somebody else. So it's like, you know what? I got to get healthy. I got to do something for me. So you know what? No, I'm not going to take care of the kids like I am or like I have been doing for the past few years. You got to get some of this work now. You have to, manage all of this so that I can put myself first and put my health first. And going back to what you were saying, if you're not healthy, what can you do? You can't look after your kids. You can't, make your home a home. You probably underperforming at work too. So that's why
Health is wealth.
that's why
Wealth is health.
that's why I think that's what a lot of women mean by putting themselves first. Or you may be the fixer in your family. Everybody calls you for their fucking problem. But there's never anyone that you can reach out to when you need a helping hand or you need somebody to help you carry your burden. And once you realize that, you're like, damn, ain't nobody got my back. I got to put myself first now because I got to make sure I can take care of me because clearly everyone else who I've given so much to is making a choice to not step up to help me. So that's and like I said, correct me if I'm wrong, but that's typically what women are saying, like learning boundaries, having standards, and not falling for bullshit, not losing ourselves in the relationship or like in life and our responsibilities and stuff.
The guy who is here who had his girlfriend, oh my God, I forgot his name. Bro from Jersey. He came here. Remember, he had his girlfriend. The comedian, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't use that as an example.
So let me just tell you.
Wouldn't.
So he was a comedian. He is a comedian. He was with the woman for a long period of time. I think he said like 10 years. And then the last, like, I guess 2 years has been, or a year and a half had been rocky.
Oh, she went to therapy.
She went to
Okay,
therapy,
yeah,
and then, she started before, I don't remember all the logistics, but before they were really like, more so like a partner on everything.
Mhm.
But the therapist said that, she has to, like, I guess, find herself or whatever. And it got to a point where she was putting herself to a point where it was conflicting
Detrimental to
the relationship, where she was not considerate of him and not considerate of, I guess, whatever he was asking for at that time.
Then he should leave.
But that's the question, is what happens when putting yourself first
Leave.
becomes a conflict in your relationship. not from the other standpoint, but from your personal standpoint. Let's say if I'm like, yo, I'm gonna put myself first now. In the
Do you think like that was like a healthy, and we don't know like the details, but it may have been that it wasn't a healthy dynamic, and maybe her therapist.
No, I kind of remember him
As
saying,
a former therapist, I can speak on it
Alan.
a little bit, and that so maybe it could have been that the dynamic wasn't healthy, and through therapy she learned how to set certain boundaries, and he may not have been okay with it and be able to process it,
Right.
and so it created some conflict in their relationship.
Marie, what if I said may on everything opposite of that?
No, I actually think that because I remember asking, like, what did, the changes look like? And I really want to say, because I actually said maybe y'all was fucked up from the beginning and you were selfish from the beginning. And I kind of remember him responding along the lines of what Marie is saying.
Well, guys, I just want to take this time to actually do the icebreaker. with
Oh,
our
shit,
guests,
we
since
forgot.
We
Damn.
forgot to do that at the
Well,
beginning. of
you
the-
forgot.
I was about to
You guys
pick
had
his
me fucking hot in the
𝗔𝗕
beginning of
she's
this.
so far
I'm like,
Marie's bungalow.
At the table, we've been doing an icebreaker thing with our
Can I ask
guests.
the first question?
I'll decide. So
She's putting herself.
these are her boundaries, okay? It's not a rule, it's a boundary. Thank you.
So no, get away from her.
Her boundaries suck.
Pants. Hello.
So we're gonna ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
We're gonna have you answer. This is gonna be our icebreaker part of the segment. I will ask the first question.
Trash. Go
I
ahead.
already know what question you want to ask.
No, you don't.
Yes, I do.
All right.
Okay. I'll ask the first question.
Okay.
Okay, so if you could have dinner with anyone,
It's not even your question.
bro.
dead or alive,
It's not even your question.
It was going to be today because she said she knew it.
I feel like Alan's gonna hate this. But I feel like it would be like
about Alan.
my 15-year-old self.
Oh, that's cool.
That is
I hate it.
actually.
Pick another person.
Hold on, we've never gotten this before.
No, I think that's good.
That was actually a good answer, but why?
I had a really hard time during my younger years. And then I did a lot of things that was told to me that I wouldn't be able to do, or that wasn't realistic, and I did them. And so I didn't need to feel all the shame and helplessness that I felt at that age. So I just would like her to be seen by me now, or see me now and be like, oh wow, okay, we made it.
I really love that answer. Do you think that a 2-hour dinner with your 15-year-old self
She would
is gonna
be
be enough?
Geeking.
I think I'd want to spend a whole day with my.
Oh my god, I
15-year-old
would. Yeah, I would love that.
Come on, Aaron.
I have chills just thinking about it, because I'm just
This would be a lot of trouble.
I could cry, because I'm just like,
Ooh, don't cry, don't cry.
no, but you know what I mean.
I do know what you mean. Don't cry.
It would be
'cause I will
such
cry. I
a
will deadass
powerful
cry
thing.
with
So
you.
I don't know.
My eyes are watering. Don't cry.
That would be
Oh.
my guest of choice.
That was really good.
Thanks.
Rico, you can go ahead and ask the second question.
I don't even want to ask mine
Fucking
because
serious.
her shit is like this. Her shit is all lovey-dovey. My shit is like,
Let's get nasty.
all right, you want it? All right.
That was a good question, though.
Mama,
I
you
mean, a
good
good
now?
response.
Yes.
I need you to regroup for me.
I'm good.
It was great.
Thank you.
I wish you picked a person, but it's great.
Sorry, I'm sorry
You're
to let
still
you
my
down.
friend,
It
regardless.
is a person.
Oh, here you go, Mara. This is for you.
Thank you. You guys said dead or alive, so
It's not
technically both.
word. Wow, great answer.
Okay.
I like what you did there.
No, I thought it was a really good answer.
Thanks, guys.
All right, Mara, let's get to the good stuff.